Bears and the Cleveland Browns.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And off we go from Cleveland.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Yeah, he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run for it. Chubb, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
Dropping this underneath with Herbert.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. To throw is Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Bears are going to get a 1st.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Taven Bryan with a nice play defensively.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd and 12, Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
From the 9, here's second and 9. Faking the give. Now Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Watson off play action.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they...
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. At a third and about 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here? They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
just for the guy throwing the ball, for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Fields. He gets his to Jones over the middle.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is incomplete. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Here we go on fourth down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Out to his left. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Well, I think we both got to thinking, and the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bears.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Now Watson.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
To throw, Watson. Swings this out for Hunt.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Another good reception there, and the Browns on the march.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. From the left hash, this for the win. And this one is right down the middle. And the Browns are going to win the football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.